1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister will inaugurate the Havelian-Thakot section of the Hazara motorway today. The President says the world is seeing Pakistan as a lucrative place to do business as it has huge potential in various fields. In occupied Kashmir, the inhuman lockdown imposed by India entered the 106th consecutive day today. China has urged the United States to avoid adding new uncertainties over Taiwan and in the South China Sea. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan will perform the inauguration of the Havelian-Thakot section of the Hazara motorway project today. The project will serve as the main route for Pakistan-China commercial traffic. It shall directly benefit approximately 7 million population of Hassan Abdal, Haripur, Havelian, Abbottabad, Mansehra and the northern areas. The motorway will also greatly boost tourism as it will provide an access to Mansehra, the Naran Valley and Gilgit-Baltistan. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, says the world is seeing Pakistan as a lucrative destination to do business. Addressing the Balochistan Livestock Expo 2019 in Quetta today, he said Pakistan is at the advent of a new era in respect of economic development. The President said he met a number of heads of states and government and executives during his recent visits to Japan and Baku and found them positive in their responses regarding business with Pakistan. He said there is huge potential of investment in Pakistan in various fields.
I am surprised by a situation which I wanted to share with you. When I went to Tokyo, I had the opportunity to meet about 35 to 40 heads of states. And in Baku, in the non-aligned summit, I met a number of executives, the prime ministers and heads of state in Baku also. In all these areas, outside of Pakistan, there is tremendous respect of the new role of Pakistan. You can't imagine the amount of respect in Baku and Tokyo of Pakistan.
The President said Balochistan is quite rich in resources, including mining, coast, fishing, and livestock. The advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Abdul Razak Daud, has said exports of the country have increased due to the prudent policies of the government. Addressing a ceremony in Lahore today, he said foreign investment is not only creating new job opportunities, but also bringing more technological advancement in the country. The advisor said China-Pakistan Economic Corridor projects will have a positive impact on Pakistan's economic growth. The Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, has strongly denounced the ex-Indian Army General's remarks on television in which he supported the rape of Kashmiri women. In a series of tweets today, she said this very immoral and fascist mindset is an undeniable proof of Modi's Nazism. Firdaus Ashik Awan said the international community should strongly react to the Indian Army's sick mindset and their criminal acts against humanity. In occupied Kashmir, the inhuman lockdown imposed by India in the Kashmir Valley and parts of Jammu region entered the 106th straight day today. The people in the valley continue to observe silent protest against India's unilateral actions by staying away from educational institutions and offices. India's Information and Broadcasting Ministry has asked cable operators of the valley not to air any channels from Pakistan, Iran, Turkey, and Malaysia. 8 people died when a boat carrying 25 people capsized in River Satluj near Malhu Shekha in Okara district today. China has urged the United States to avoid adding new uncertainties over Taiwan and in the South China Sea. A Chinese spokesman for the Defense Ministry said in Beijing today that the Defense Minister Wei Fengshi asked the U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper during a meeting in Bangkok not to provoke and escalate tensions in the South China Sea. His remarks came after Mark Esper publicly accused Beijing of increasingly resorting to intimidation to advance its strategic objectives in the region. China claims almost all the energy-rich waters of the South China Sea, where it has established military outposts on artificial islands. North Korea and Russia are holding talks in Moscow today to negotiate an agreement with the United States to dismantling of Pyongyang's nuclear and missile programs in exchange of lifting of sanctions. The talks have made no significant progress since a second summit between the American President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un collapsed in Vietnam in February. And finally, cricket. In a Group B match of the Asian Cricket Council Emerging Teams Cup at Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh, Pakistan emerging team have set a victory target of 320 runs for Oman. Batting first, Pakistan scored 319 runs in 50 overs for the loss of 6 wickets. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.